Another diving gold for China with Quan Hongchan comfortably defending the title she won in Tokyo. At the age of 17, Tuan already has 3 Olympic gold medals under her belt. Post reporter Paul McNamara joins us now from Paris to tell us all about China's diving queen. Paul, Quan Hongchan is just 17 years old and she is already a 3-time Olympic gold medalist. Could you tell us more about her?
Hi, Jason. Yeah, she's an absolute phenomenon in the pool. She came to these games under quite a lot of pressure. She won gold in Tokyo 3 years ago. It was only a 14-year-old. And her profile has just soared since then. She's enormously popular in China, as people will know. And she came to these games expected to win gold in the synchronized 10-meter platform with Chen Yuxi and gold in the individual 10-meter platform as well. Now, as a pair, those two achieved that gold medal earlier in the week. And then they went directly up against each other at the Paris Aquatic Centre yesterday. And Quan Hongchan was absolutely phenomenal from the beginning. She scored perfect tens with her first dive. Chen Yuxi would not go away, though. She kept applying pressure, and actually after 3 rounds, had closed the gap to just within 1 point of Quan Hongchan. So you can imagine the pressure that's on this 17-year-old shoulders when she's taking her final 2 dives. But she was almost flawless, 2 brilliant dives. She ended up with a score of 425.6. Chen Yuxi was 420.7. And just for context, in terms of how far ahead of the rest of the world these two are, Kim Mi-rae of North Korea in 3rd place scored 327.1. It's an enormously popular victory back in China. Quan is such a huge, big personality. We're used to thinking these divers must be immensely serious, completely focused, which Quan is, and she's had a lot to deal with over the past 3 years. She's grown a lot, which has involved changing her technique and remodeling all sorts of different styles. But so there's been a lot of work has gone into that, but she's retained this bubbly, outgoing personality. She was a hit at the Asian Games last year because she was walking around with a backpack with a lot of toy turtles on the back of it. She met Eileen Gu, the Olympic skier, after her synchronized platform gold the other day and was enormously giddy. I think a lot of people were saying she was like a fangirl. But just for those 5 dives yesterday, immensely serious. Then as soon as the competition was over, she was emotional to begin with, actually. It obviously meant an enormous amount to her, and she fell into the arms of her coach and spent time with her brother, who was in the arena as well. So 2 of them were very emotional together. But then within an hour, she was already back to her bubbly self, wearing a pair of Olympic ring glasses in her press conference, talking about going home and looking forward to eating chicken again. And I think her stock is only going to continue to rise. We've said it there, she's 17, so what more can she do?
In other sports, more medals for China with a silver in boxing and a bronze in the hammer throw. Tell us about that.
Yeah, Zhao Ji in the hammer managed to get a bronze, which was probably unexpected. She managed to throw her hammer 74.27 meters. But the reason that's such a big achievement, the woman she beat into 4, Anita Vloderick, was the Olympic champion at the past 3 games. So an absolutely brilliant achievement from her. And to have it's the first field gold for China of these games. In the boxing, Yang Wenlu, she was in the 60-kilogram final against Kelly Harrington, another defending champion, Kelly Harrington. So it was an enormous ask over at Roland Garros, where they've moved the boxing to now. Yang lost that final, but she comes home with a silver medal. Wu Yu, however, managed to book her place in the 54-kilogram final. She won her semi-final last night. There was a semi-final win for Yang Liu as well in the 66-kilogram category. She will fight in her final against Iman Khalif, the Algerian, who is at the center of the gender eligibility controversy at these games.
One last thing, Paul. Are there any other games we should look out for today?
Yes, absolutely. There's 2 very likely, without wanting to put pressure on them, gold medals for Chinese athletes in the weightlifting. Hu Jihu is going to be lifting at 7:30 this evening. She's a defending Olympic champion in her weight category. And in the men's 61-kilogram category at 3 o'clock, it's Li Feibin. He's the reigning Olympic champion as well. He's expected to win. The China hockey women's team are in their semi-final this evening against Belgium. They were surprise winners in their quarter-final against Australia. And that was a particularly sweet victory for the Chinese team's coach, Alison Annan. She is an Australian. So very big thing for her to engineer that success. They go up against a world number 3 team tonight, so it's a huge ask. And the prize at stake there is a place in the final against Argentina or Netherlands, who are the 1 and 2 in the world. In the men's 110-meter hurdles this evening, going back to the track, Chin Wei Bo and Zhu Ju Yui are both going in the semi-finals. They will do very well to get out of those semi-finals and into the final, but we wish them all the luck, and they will go. I think the athletics gets underway at 7:30 tonight.
Thank you, Paul. Check out the latest Olympics results from our post correspondents in Paris at scmp.com.